going on, everybody? It is teardown day. Time to rip that bad mamma jamma apart. I got pistons on the way and a gasket set on the way. So I want to get this puppy cleaned up, maybe bring it over to the brother's house and put it in his parts washer and get it. I want to get it looking like brand new, you know. Maybe not all the rusty hardware. Might not be able to do anything about that. I'll probably buy like new nuts and new bolts where I can. But other than that, you know, maybe some silver paint over the aluminum, or some aluminum, I'm trying to do quotes here, aluminum colored paint, make it look real nice. But yeah, let's just, you know, do a time lapse of me tearing this thing down, and we'll see what kind of damage. I'm hoping I don't need to buy any cylinders, but that one cylinder had like no compression in it, and there is scoring, so we'll see what we find. So we got the heads off. There's a little bit of scoring going on in this one, or not really scoring, but like it ran lean, so that injector might have had a problem. You can't really see it. I'll show you in a little bit, but you know, the heads and everything look real good. Those look brand new other than the paint job. We'll have to fix that up maybe. We'll see how they look when I get them all cleaned up. We'll continue on. Yeah, so now you can kind of see the damage going on here. Oh yeah, it almost melted a hole right in there. Yeah, I'd say that injector is most likely plugged or bad on that cylinder, and they just kept riding it, or you know, got low on compression. Probably, I bet the cylinder wasn't even firing. But yeah, she got hot, just started melting everything. It's actually the first time I've ever seen a melted piston on a two-stroke, even though it's extremely common. This got a little bit of scoring on the middle cylinder, but nothing to be concerned about. And then this one looks brand new yet. So here's that cylinder. Let me grab the flashlight. I don't know where it is. Oh, that's right, I plugged it in to charge it. Harbor Freight, it's rechargeable. Yeah, you can kind of see all that yuckiness on there. Not really focusing, but that's mostly just melted aluminum onto the sleeve. So I should be able to just take some muriatic acid, dissolve that away, rehone it, should be good to go. Yeah, same on the other side. Overall, that's definitely savable. Got new pistons coming, new gaskets. Let's get this crankcase ripped apart. Focus. My dang bit broke off in the dang Phillip head screw, so had to get the old China welder out and glue a nut onto it. It lost, I won. What a big mess. Finally got her apart. Crankshaft looks real good. I mean, the PTO side where the clutch goes on looks a little rough. Someone's definitely been in here. I don't know if this is... It almost looks like stuff didn't line up, so they were like trying to turn it with like a chisel or something. Got all these goofy markings on it. Very strange. Not sure why Polaris has this on there, because yeah, the oil pump's driven off of this side, but I wonder what the point of those are. If those are seals or what? Maybe that's how they seal everything. Just kind of with that, because each cylinder's got to stay its own chamber, otherwise the two-stroke theory isn't going to work too well. But yeah, crank looks good. I'll get this taken out of here and put it in a bag where it's nice and safe. Get these cases all cleaned up, maybe paint them, clean the cylinders up, rehone them. I gotta get these. No, I leave these studs in. I gotta get these apart, but that ain't no big deal. Clean up the heads. Pretty much want to clean up all this. The part that kind of sucks is I already ordered a piston kit. These are 20 over pistons already in this, so these cylinders have been bored out. This thing's been rebuilt more than one time already, so yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I'm hoping that they can catch it in time to either swap it out if they have 20 over pistons, or just cancel the order and I don't have to deal with returning them, because it says shipping label has been created, but it doesn't say that they're shipped. So I'm really hoping, really hoping that that's the case and they can swap them out or just cancel the order, and I can find the right ones. And like a dummy, I was hammering on this. Cracked the case on it, dummy. Alright, so been a hot minute. A couple days later, I brought these over to the brother's house and degreased everything and cleaned it up the best I could. Then I came back and scraped all the gaskets. Man, I wish Polaris used steel gaskets and O-rings like Suzuki did on the Arctic triples. It would have made this a lot nicer. But he had the idea. I know these triples actually suffer from like flex in the cases, and it kind of hurts the crankshafts in them. I bought this, and this is a support for the top. So put the heads on, and then this will go on. However, something like that, and then the heads will be right here. And that kind of supports the top. But I had the idea, just for shits and giggles, picked up some old JB Weld, and I want to fill in all these cavities to kind of help brace the crankcase more. I mean, yeah, I'm sure this shape probably adds some kind of rigidity to it in certain aspects, but I'm sure, it can't hurt. I'm going to leave it just below the surface of this so I don't have any issues with the gasket sealing. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try and mix it up and then just dump it in there. Hopefully I can get it to kind of flow in. I was trying to find something like JB Weld that had like a pre-mixed tube, but I couldn't find anything similar. So yeah, I'll give this a shot, see what happens. Alright, those cavities took up more JB Weld than what I expected, but clean it all off nice. It might help, might not, but whatever. Cheap insurance, or it's not like it's gonna hurt anything if it doesn't add any strength, but who knows. Alright, just kind of been jamming out to some music while I put this engine back together. Got the cylinders honed. Two of them are done, the other one's in there. Playing with some acid here, letting it eat up all that aluminum that got stuck to the cylinder. You can see it bubbling with the white there. The crankcase is all back together. That went pretty smooth. Seals in. It's actually this thing probably didn't run too good, because that seal, when I bought this thing, I thought that stator plate kept this in, but it's grooved. There's grooves in the crankcase for it. So yeah, whoever messed with this thing before didn't have it in. They just kind of plopped it in there and then threw the cover on it. It's like, that ain't how you put this together. So yeah, once I get all that aluminum off of there, I'll hone that cylinder and throw the pistons on, get this thing back together. Alrighty guys, the motor is all rebuilt. Got that torque plate on there from Thunder Products. Apparently they're discontinuing them, so they only have a limited supply of them, but if you're good on some kind of CAD software, it wouldn't be nothing to make your own. It's just a 1/8 inch piece of aluminum, or if that. It's pretty thin, but it's going to help keep everything stable with the added forces of the old China Whirly boy. I guess these crankcases are kind of weak, so try to keep that crank straight in there. Hopefully the thing survives. I don't know, we'll see. The creators of this ECU actually stumbled upon my videos. I posted it in their Facebook group and stuff. Pretty cool guys. They're following along with the build and stuff. They actually corrected me. I'll have to change it back, but LS coils are 5 volts triggered. So I'll have to change that jumper in the ECU. I'm not going to do it on camera, but appreciate them watching and correcting me on that. And then also about the PCB being covered in flux, they said that they use a certain kind of flux that's okay to stay on there, part of their manufacturing process. I'm sure it's just to keep the costs down. You know, nobody's got to scrub them PCBs clean, so should be all good there as far as having that flux on there. So yeah, made it this far in the video. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think. We'll see you in a week.